Hello class, today I'm going to demonstrate how to test co-agglutination disease. Co-agglutination disease are a group of disorders characterized by hemolytic anemia and or destruction of microcirculation due to in vivo interaction of co-agglutinin. Co-reaction autoimmune anti-erythrocyte antibodies with their antigens. Acute or transient co-agglutination disease may occur in associate with any one of many infectious diseases, but notable mycoplasma pneumonia. About 50 to 70% of infectious patients develop co-agglutination antibodies or infectious mononucleosis. During second or third week of illness, titer may reach up to 1 to 8,000 before dropping rapidly to normal. Chronic, chronic co-agglutinin disease occurs mainly in persons over 50 years of age, and reason is unknown. So today we're gonna test um, patient serum with O cell in a zero dilution. So I'm gonna start with making my dilute sample. I'm gonna start with my dilute sample is. So first of all, I'm gonna show you. This is a patient sample. We collect in the red top tubes, and you have to keep it warm at 37 degrees Celsius at all time until you separate patient's red cell from plasma. So if you not centrifuge it immediately, since you receive the specimen, so you have to keep it in a water bath. Or if you keep it in the refrigerators, you have to make sure that you pre-warm it at 37 degrees before you centrifuge. So my sample dilute is, I'm gonna start with 700 microliter of the saline in the first sample. This is gonna be the initial dilutions, and I'm gonna mix with 100 microliter of patient's serum. So I'm gonna shake very well. This is gonna be the initial dilution. So it's combined of 700 microliter of saline and 100 microliter of patient serum. So I'm gonna do a zero dilution, two-fold zero dilution. I'm gonna start with 500 microliter in the first tube, which is 1 to 32. The second tube is 1 to 64. Add 500 microliter of saline to the third tube, 1 to 28. Another 500 microliter to the first tube. Fourth tube, 1 to 256. Sorry. So the fourth tube is 1 to 512, and my last tube is 1 to 1024. And I'm gonna add 500 microliter to my negative control, and my last one 500 microliter of my positive control. So I'm gonna shake the initial dilution very well, and then I'm gonna transfer. Sorry, since I don't have a lot of pipette, I'm gonna use the same pipette that I use with patient serum. So I'm gonna transfer 500 microliter from the initial serum to the first dilution, which is 132. Shake well, and then I'm gonna transfer another 500 microliter to the second one. Shake well. Transfer the 500 microliter to the third one. Shake well. Transfer another 500 microliter to the fourth one. Shake well. Transfer another 500 microliter to the fifth one. Shake well. Transfer my 500 microliter to the sixth one. Shake well. And the last one, I'm going to discard 500 microliter. So now all of my zero dilution had 500 microliter in the zero dilution, and then I'm gonna add 500 microliter of known sample to a negative control and 500 microliter of the known sample to the negative control. Oh, sorry, to the positive control. And I'm gonna shake well. So now I'm gonna add 500 microliter of 2% red cell suspension. It's about the color is about this is acceptable for 2% red cell suspension, and this is O cell because O cell doesn't have any antigen on the red cell, so that's why we use O cell to test. So transfer 500 to each dilution. Okay. Now is all of my 6 tube in my zero dilution had 1 ml of sample, which is contain 500 microliter of dilution dilution serum and 500 microliter of 2% red cell suspension. So now we can incubate our 6 sample plus positive and negative control in the refrigerator at 40 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, we're going to investigate the agglutination at the bottom of test tube. Okay? So, since we're going to shorten the time, so I'm going to show you how to look for agglutination in the test tubes. So, the first one I'm going to show you, sorry, is I can't control the light very well, but this is show no agglutination. This is a negative. So this one doesn't show any agglutination in the bottom of the tubes. It is negative. So the next one, sorry. So you see a little small particle. Sorry. Okay, better. You see a small particle of the red cell in the bottom of the tube. This is considered about 2 to 3 plus, and then my last one is 4 plus. So you see a big chunks of red cell in the bottom of the tube, and the supinator is clear. Okay. Now I'm going to compare the 3 of them. Okay, wait, I had a better picture so you can see the first one is negative, second one is about 2, 3 plus, and the fourth one is 4 plus here. Okay, right, now I'm going to explain how to report the result. So my 4th positive is starting at 1 to 256 dilutions. My 2 to 3 positive is starting at 1 to 512, and my negative is starting at 1 to 1024. So when you report the result, you have to report that patient is positive for co-agglutinin at the dilution 1 to 512. Okay, that's how you report the results. So now you have to making sure that your result, that your test is correct. So you can prove it by incubate your test tube, the one that you test for agglutination, the last tube that is positive. So you incubate it at 37 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, and you investigate the agglutination at the bottom of the tube. So if the test is positive, it's not a false positive, so you're not gonna see the agglutination at the bottom of this tube, because when you incubate patient serum with all cell at 4 degrees, so they have the co-agglutination reaction, and at 37 degrees Celsius is removing the bond of antibody and antigen. So that's why we're not gonna see agglutination after we incubate at 37 degrees. Okay. Hope my experiments is help with immunology and serology classes, and hope you enjoy my experiment. Bye bye.